Yeah, me again. Same driver that showed y'all how to back in, and you know, this is another. I got a comment to say about this company, Western Express. Alright, just a while ago, I'm here doing a routine check. I slept all night with the engine off. I pulled over like about somewhere close to 11 o'clock. I'm just gonna, I got something to complain about. I got something on my mind. I was just talking about it while I was there looking at the engine. This is like 7 o'clock in the morning right now. Um, I got something to say. I'm complaining about this trucking company. I hate the shit that they shove in my face. Let me just start with this. You see that right there? I'm not. I mean, I do know something about trucks, but it's been years, and this is a 21 Freightliner. I picked it up brand new. I know it looks kind of used, but you could see it's clean and kind of decent. But yeah, this is a 21 Freightliner. I only had it. It's only 5 months old. And let me just tell you what. Let me tell you what the last shop did. I know they did more than what I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you what they did. I mean, I'm talking about mistakes. You know what I'm talking about? So this up here, that black thing you see right there, I already figured it out. I'm thinking that's the oil filter. When I went to the Love's truck stop, they said, yeah, that's the oil filter. You're right. Well, when Western Express did a PM inspection on this truck, and let me show you something else. When they did a PM inspection on this truck, and they changed this right here, this hub actually got cracked in the guardrail accident I had. So they changed the hub, all right, and they also changed the fuel filter too. So when they did the PM inspection, they also changed the oil. Let me tell you what mistakes they made. All right, let me tell you what they did okay and what they did wrong. They changed the oil, all right. They changed the filter. I think they changed the oil filter up here, but this is what they did wrong. They also changed the hub on the other side I just showed you. Let me go over this side again. Let me start with this. Right here, after they put this on, fresh, brand new, right there somewhere, I could look through that glass. All of this is glass. When I look in there, I see a little bit of oil at the bottom. It hardly had any oil in it. That was dangerous. That's one thing that's dangerous. The bearings could wear out in the wheel, and that could cause an accident and kill somebody, or I could get killed myself. Over here, I checked that like about a couple of days ago. I started looking underneath here. Somewhere, what was it? It's way back here somewhere. I shoved a piece of paper like this up inside that hose, and oil came out of my finger like this. Oil started pouring out of my finger. Alright, I already discovered their mistakes before. I took care, oh yeah, not only that, this dipstick right here, right after they did the oil change, a couple of minutes later, hold on for a second. I thought I heard something out here. I thought somebody was sneaking up on me. I was fixing to say. Like I said, right after they did the PM inspection and I checked the oil was at the bottom of the dipstick. You could barely see it. So I got a fresh, brand new jug inside my truck, and I dumped the oil in here, and it still didn't come up that much. It didn't really reach nowhere. So I drove down the road a couple of 100 miles. Luckily nothing didn't happen to me yet. But when I reached the TA shop and I was doing a video about, this trucking company that you have to watch out whenever they work on the truck, I did a video of that. I'm doing another one right now. While I was sitting in this truck doing the video, I told him about the oil being low and the hub oil being low, or don't have nothing in it. So the TA mechanic came out, he looked at it, he said the oil is low, alright, there's no leaks. And he also put, like, let me see, I think I added 2 more jugs when I went home for time off, and it still wasn't good enough. So I went in the shop and this guy added 1 more jug of oil to it, and it came up to full. It finally came up to full. Alright, let me come back to this oil filter right here. The last time I checked this, and I told you about the oil pouring out of my finger, well, when I went to that Love's truck stop, they took the oil filter cap off, this right here, and they told me that they didn't change the O-ring on it, the rubber O-ring that goes around. Well, the other mechanic held the O-ring up into my face, and he said, you see where it's twisted and you know why it's bent? That's because it's been, it's no good. That's the reason why it was leaking. So now they put on a white one that's kind of thick and, spongy looking, good enough to seal the oil. When they put it on, I checked it later on and nothing happens. I don't see no oil leaks. And not only that, Love's truck stop even cussed some bitch about Western Express anyway. They started making comments about it, and I'm cussing and complaining about them myself. I don't like them, really. And I hate putting this truck in their shop too. I even told one of them in Pennsylvania, saying, this thing got computer defects. I'd like to go to Freightliner. They said, no, it has to be in the shop. I said, well, according to you guys, you haven't been doing a good job fixing it. Guess what the shop manager said? Well, if we can't fix it, we'll just send it to Freightliner. You see where their minds are at? I even came out with it. I couldn't help it. I had to come out with the truth, whether if I was risk losing my job or not. I had to explode in his face and tell him about that. I didn't go off with an attitude or nothing. I just told him, plain and simple. Well, since I already know that you guys can't fix it anyway, so that's the reason why I want to go to Freightliner. And that's when he said, all right, if we can't fix it, we'll send it to Freightliner then. But in the meantime, since you're in the shop, you have to get it fixed right here. All right, so I said, okay. See, I had to agree with that one. Lucky I came out with it, but I had to agree with that one. The part where he said, okay, then we'll send it to Freightliner if we can't fix it. Yeah, I had to agree with that part. So I sat there and wait for my turn to get checked into the shop. And lucky for me, when I started the truck back up, the codes were gone. The cruise control came back on. Everything came back to normal, so I got lucky. Lucky I didn't have to go in the shop that time. So I went back to the shop manager in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And then I said, you know what? The problem disappeared. I think I'll just get up and leave. I'm good. So he said, all right, just go ahead and test drive it. Drive it out on the road and see if it comes back. All right, so I went to the 7-Eleven store, bought me a drink, came back to the truck terminal, and I said, it's okay now. It didn't come back. So I took off and left. But anyways, I got this other problem. Yeah, yesterday when I was driving, when I was bobtailing, what do you call it? When I had the cruise controller on or something like that. All right, one of the pop-up emergency message, collision, what was it? Collision, something. Some kind of collision message showed up, and it rings the alarm. Yeah, it finally stabbed the brakes for no reason at all. I wasn't even close to hitting the car. I was just getting in the left lane trying to get on the highway. The brakes actually stabbed. Let me show you. One or both of these back wheels right here. Both of these back wheels locked up because of that computer malfunction. Freightliner kind of did a lousy job on them trucks here, but it ain't such a bad truck. I'm going to keep it anyways. I'm going to buy it from them. I'm going to keep this truck anyways, but I'm going to go to Freightliner and have them take off a couple of things. You know, like this. Well, the owner's manual said that you could disable the ECOS. ECOS is like when you it's like a fuel economy thing. I'm gonna have to have them take that off because it's not doing me no good. I can't pass vehicles when I need to get in the left lane, and a whole bunch of other shit or crap, excuse my language. There's a whole bunch of other things getting in there. And that thing, that radar thing, they need to disable that too because the brakes are stabbing for no reason. Even when a vehicle pulls off the highway, it stabs for no reason at a far distance. And that can cause an accident. Some car driver might trip out and think that I'm doing it on purpose, or a truck driver might slam it to me. So, I don't know who's gonna hear this video, but I hope whichever authority that's listening to YouTube and watching this video, you better get this shit right, because I'm not joking with this. I've been pissed off with this trucking company for so long, and I'm still disgusted with them. They're over there saying that I could leave a comment on the Western Express app. I just did. I already told them how bad I hate this company. And I said it's too bad I'm stuck working for them. I just wish they brush the fucking act up and start wising up and stop fucking people up whenever they come to orientation, picking up bad trucks and not training them right and all kinds of crap. I had a couple of them other drivers came up to my face. One of them came up, I had a video of this already, came up to me and asked for help. His trailer was completely off the truck, sitting on the floor. Not only that, the airlines was stretching and ready to pop. The side of the panel tore off, everything. And I seen other things. I had a female driver came up, and she started exploding in my face about how she hated this trucking company and how they gave her a fucked up truck, and she kept on going and going. I'm gonna tell you something, man. This shit is really disgusting. They gotta do better than that. I just showed you what they did to this truck. Would you believe the TA truck stop, the cashier or the person that check you in at the TA truck stop somewhere in Kenly, North Carolina? I told him about it, and he said don't take any chances driving it because you might get in an accident. You know what I mean? Because it didn't have enough hub oil, she's thinking they need to put oil in it first. Now, since they know about it, that means if this runs out of oil, if they did a PM inspection and they don't put oil back in there, the bearings could wear out, the wheel can wobble and shimmy, the steering wheel can shake violently, all kinds of crap. Next thing you know, the wheel comes off, you fuck up a bunch of car drivers, and all kinds of shit happen to you. That's what will happen. Lucky for me, it didn't happen. But that's a scary one right there. It's a good thing I checked it before I came off their property. And not only that, I just checked it already. You can see it's half. I did a good job keeping up with it. I just wiped it off and checked it anyway. It was all the way down to the bottom before that. That was like a couple of weeks ago. I just checked the oil already. I've been keeping track of it. It's at half right now. It's been sitting there more than a couple of hours since last night. I haven't touched the engine. I didn't start the engine or nothing. So all I could say is that I'm gonna go ahead and add another jug of oil in about right now. But you know what I'm saying, man? If you ever drive a truck, if you want to work for this company, go for it. I'm just warning you. You're gonna get messed up. You might even die on this damn job. Anytime your truck go near your turf, you better check it all the way around. Whatever it is that they touch, or whatever it is that you are complaining about, make sure you check it. And I'm pretty sure I already shot this video about this bumper. All three of them bolts, this is the same process I'm going through right now. When I had the deer guard and the bumper replaced, all of those bolts right there, all three of them that hold up the left side of the bumper on this truck right here, all three of them were sticking out about that far, like about more than an inch far. I used my fingers and turned the top on it, and it was loose. You see what I'm saying? All kinds of serious shit can happen to you, I'm telling you. Especially a commercial vehicle instead of a car, that's dangerous. It's a good thing I kept myself covered 100% because I got tactical smartness of my own. I'm not a mechanic or anything, but you know what I'm saying? I know what to look out for, and I know, like, since this truck is a 2021 and the cameras and the sensors and the, what do you call it? The radars and all that, it's going bats. I even had one of the shop mechanics in Nashville sat next to me, and he said the cameras are going AWire and all that crap. Well, now since he saw the evidence, he sent me to Freightliner. Before that, they denied me. They said I can't go to Freightliner. So, for some lucky reason, I must have got blessed. I got a blessing from God because there's no other way to prove it. So he sat with me in the passenger seat, and me and him go driving down. I'm driving the truck and he's sitting next to me. And then he saw the evidence himself. At least he knows I'm not lying to him. So I guess if this YouTube video can go to the company or maybe them other drivers or whatever, let it be, man, because this shit ain't funny at all. I'm over here trying to exist on this damn job, and it's really, it's not only scaring the piss out of, excuse me, some dumbass over there making a lot of noise. It's not only scaring the piss out of me and terrifying me in the worst way, I'm pissed off like hell. It's disgusting. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this damn video right now. I gotta go about my business. In a while, I'm gonna try go back in Freightliner and see if they could fix that computer problem. There's a lot of noise in the background. I don't want to be here right now. All right, peace.